The price of transformation. Why Black women entrepreneurs must stop undervaluing their worth. What if I told you that one of the most revolutionary acts a Black woman entrepreneur can commit today isn't marching in the streets or breaking glass ceilings, but simply charging what she's worth? I recently had the extraordinary privilege of interviewing Dr. Timogi Jackson, a visionary thought leader who is radically transforming how Black women entrepreneurs approach their businesses. Dr. Timogi isn't just challenging the status quo, she's dismantling it brick by brick and rebuilding a new paradigm of economic empowerment for an entire generation of Black women. Her brilliance lies not just in identifying the problem, but in providing a clear, actionable path forward that has already changed countless lives. Dr. Timoji's central message strikes at the heart of a pervasive myth in entrepreneurship circles: the idea that you should start cheap to get your foot in the door. This seemingly innocent advice has become a systemic trap that disproportionately affects Black women entrepreneurs, perpetuating cycles of undervaluation that have historical roots stretching back centuries. When we look at the cold, hard data, we see that Black founders received a mere 0.48% of total venture capital funding in 2023. That's just $661 million dollars out of $136 billion. Dollars. Let that sink in. With these systemic barriers already firmly in place, underpricing becomes yet another form of self imposed limitation that Black women simply cannot afford. As Dr. Timogi so eloquently put it, I don't charge for my time, I charge for my transformation. This distinction isn't just semantic, it represents a complete paradigm shift in how we value our contributions to the marketplace. It's about recognizing that the impact we create far exceeds the hours we invest. The start low approach creates three devastating problems that Dr. Timogi identified with laser precision. First, it establishes the wrong client relationships from day one. When you price based on accessibility rather than value, you attract clients who value discounts over transformation. These clients often demand more, respect boundaries less, and ultimately drain your energy and resources. They become vampires of your creative energy rather than champions of your vision. I've seen this play out repeatedly. Entrepreneurs who start with rock bottom prices end up with clients who treat them like commodities rather than experts. Second, underpricing creates fundamentally unsustainable business models. Many Black women entrepreneurs burn out because they're working twice as hard for half the pay. This isn't just about individual businesses failing, it's about perpetuating a system where Black women's labor continues to be undervalued and exploited. The pattern becomes cyclical and generational. How many brilliant Black women have we lost from entrepreneurship because their businesses couldn't sustain them financially? Third, and perhaps most insidiously, this mindset reinforced the harmful narrative that Black women need to prove themselves worthy of standard market rates. We don't. The expertise, innovation, and transformation we bring deserves premium pricing from day one. The world doesn't question when white male entrepreneurs charge premium rates for their services. Why should we question ourselves? As Dr. Tamogi brilliantly stated, pricing isn't just a number, it's a statement. And the statement we need to make is, my value isn't negotiable. Let me share three powerful insights from our conversation that could revolutionize how Black women entrepreneurs approach their businesses. First, value based pricing is revolutionary. When you shift from pricing your time to pricing the transformation you deliver, everything changes. This isn't just about making more money, it's about recognizing that what you offer creates lasting impact that reverberates through your clients' lives long after your work together is complete. Consider Louisa Joe, an entrepreneur who grew her business from zero to $1.1 million in just 11 months by prioritizing value over price point. Facing industry standard pricing of $2,000 for high end courses, she resisted the temptation to undercut to attract more customers. Instead, she spent just 5 minutes determining what felt right, $3,000, and then shifted her focus entirely to delivering exceptional value. By obsessing over creating an unparalleled learning experience rather than justifying her price, she received incredible feedback that validated her higher pricing. Her students experienced game changing results that made the price secondary to the transformation. This approach demonstrated that when entrepreneurs focus on value creation rather than price justification, they can command premium rates while delivering exceptional results. What would happen if every Black woman entrepreneur adopted this mindset? What if instead of asking, "What's the going rate?" we asked, "What transformation am I delivering? And what is that truly worth?" Second, your pricing structure is a client filter. This is crucial. When you price appropriately, you naturally attract clients who respect your expertise and are committed to the process. The data shows that Black women entrepreneurs face unique challenges in accessing capital with specialized grants like the Her Rise Micro Grant, offering just $1,000 monthly to women of color owned businesses. With these systemic limitations, it's even more critical that your direct client work generates proper revenue. Premium pricing attracts premium clients who value your time, follow your systems, and ultimately get better results. It's not just about making more money, it's about creating the conditions for your best work to flourish. It's about attracting clients who show up prepared, who do the work, who respect your boundaries, and who become evangelists for your business. The Black Girl Ventures pitch competition illustrates this principle in action. This annual competition offers Black women entrepreneurs substantial funding and visibility opportunities. Winners receive cash prizes ranging from $2,000 to $10,000, plus invaluable visibility and feedback from experienced judges. Beyond the immediate financial support, participants gain networking opportunities and validation of their business models, helping to address the systemic funding gap faced by Black women entrepreneurs. But even with these incredible initiatives, Black women entrepreneurs must still command premium prices in the marketplace to build truly sustainable businesses. External funding is wonderful, but client revenue is the lifeblood of any successful business. Third, charging your worth is a form of ancestral healing. When Black women price according to value, we break generational patterns of economic limitation. We create new financial legacies. We model possibility for others coming behind us. This isn't just business strategy, it's liberation work. By refusing to discount our genius, we actively dismantle systems that have historically undervalued Black women's contributions and create new economic realities for ourselves and our communities. The Pricing Ladies transformation approach exemplifies this principle. This small business pricing consultant hosts a podcast specifically for entrepreneurs who are ready to charge for the value they deliver. Her methodology helps entrepreneurs shift from time based to value based pricing models. Clients who implement this approach not only increase their revenue, but also improve client quality and reduce burnout by working with fewer, higher paying clients who respect their expertise. So, what would happen if more Black women entrepreneurs embrace Dr. Timogi's perspective on value based pricing instead of the start cheap mentality? First, we'd see more sustainable businesses. The data shows Black women are starting businesses at higher rates than any other demographic, but many struggle with longevity. When entrepreneurs price for profit from day one, they create financial foundations that can weather market fluctuations and grow strategically rather than constantly hustling for volume. Second, we'd witness a ripple effect of wealth creation. When Black women entrepreneurs earn what they're worth, they hire more people, invest in their communities, and create generational wealth. Given the minuscule percentage of venture capital funding that goes to Black founders, proper pricing becomes even more critical as a path to self funded growth and independence from systems that have historically excluded us. Third, and perhaps most transformative, we'd see a psychological shift in how Black women view their contributions. The charge what you're worth mindset isn't just about money, it's about reclaiming our right to thrive, not just survive. When enough of us refuse to discount our genius, we collectively rewrite the narrative about Black women's value in the marketplace. Finally, we'd create new models of success for the next generation. Young Black women entering entrepreneurship would see examples of founders who command premium prices from day one, who don't apologize for their rates, and who build businesses that honor their expertise. They wouldn't have to unlearn the underpricing trap because they'd have models of what proper valuation looks like. This isn't just business strategy, it's economic justice work. And it starts with each entrepreneur deciding that their transformation is worth every penny they charge for it. I want to leave you with this challenge. Audit your pricing today, not tomorrow, not next quarter, today. Look at your current rates and ask yourself, does this price make me proud? Does it reflect the true transformation I deliver? Or did I choose it because I was afraid to charge more? If your pricing doesn't make you slightly uncomfortable, it's probably too low. Remember Dr. Timogi's powerful words: I don't charge for my time, I charge for my transformation. That mindset shift changes everything. For those just starting out, resist the urge to undercut the market to get your foot in the door. Instead, research what established professionals in your field charge and position yourself accordingly based on the value you deliver, not your years in business. And for those already in business, consider this your permission to raise your rates. The data shows Black women entrepreneurs face significant funding challenges, with specialized grants offering just a fraction of what's needed to close the funding gap. This makes your direct revenue even more critical. We stand at a crossroads. We can continue to participate in systems that undervalue our contributions, or we can boldly declare our worth and create new economic realities. The choice is ours. When you raise your prices, you're not just changing your business model, you're making a political statement. You're declaring that Black women's expertise, creativity, and transformation are valuable. You're creating a new standard for those who come after you. So I ask you, will you continue to whisper your worth, or will you declare it boldly? Will you settle for less than you deserve, or will you stand firmly in your value? Will you perpetuate systems of economic inequality? Or will you be part of creating a new economic reality for Black women entrepreneurs? The revolution begins with your pricing. The time for undervaluing ourselves is over. The time for boldly claiming our worth is now. What price will you put on your transformation today?